Morning, guys. We got a fun one in store, as you can see. Massey combine. I think I said no more old combines, and then I lied. Because we bought another old combine. This one Dad actually bought. We are actually north of Agra, Kansas this morning. We bought this about a week and a half ago on a Marshall auction. Bought a tractor here too, but I'm not keeping the tractor. It is actually being sold. But, yeah. Massey 82 is what this guy is. My great-grandpa actually bought one of these way back when at Shorts Hardware in Alameda. And this one's darn nice and good appearing. And we've kind of, didn't really need it, but we'd kind of been eyeballing one for a long time. And, well, the price was right. I mean, old combines are always cheap. But this one, really good appearing. Had been told had been in a shed for 30 plus years and had not seen the light of day, and I truly believe that. Yeah, 12-foot rigid platform here with a bat reel, wood bat reel. It did come with a finger reel as well. We'll just leave the wood bat probably. Pile of parts here. There were some other parts we took home already when we picked up the tractor we bought here, or I bought here. Yeah. Still 6-volt battery. I'll do the wrong thing and throw a 12-volt in it to get it started here, hopefully. Because we are going to try to start it. That way I can drive it on the trailer. Because it'd be much, much easier to have this driven on a trailer than trying to pull it or winch it on the trailer, in my opinion. Yeah. What else? Not a very big combine at all. 4 walkers up in here. You can tell the last thing it did was Milo looking up in here. And also it's got Milo guards on it still, so that's kind of cool. The motor for it is back up under there. So really the first thing I need to do today is throw a jack underneath the feeder house and get it locked up in the air somehow and get in there and see if we can make this thing fire up, hopefully, and get the feeder house locked up. That way we can come back and just drive it on a trailer and make this whole process a lot easier. But really, honestly, good straight old combine, shedded a long time. I don't know a ton about these. Chrysler flathead 6-cylinder, I think, is the motor that's in it. Up in the cab, obviously not a lot going on here, and I don't think this cab is going to stay on this combine very long. Great grandpa's didn't have a cab, so I don't think we're going to keep a cab in it. This your shifter. It's a lot pretty similar to my little 300, up down. Yeah. Looks like this one is table lift, and that one is the variable speed that you bump. You got your throttle. There's your two engagements for main separator drive and the unloader drive. Assume that's park brake. Got brake pedals here. I have the keys for it in my truck. That'll be lights. Clutch pedal. Pretty basic gauges going on here. Just not a lot to this machine. Seat adjustment. But yeah, we're pretty sure we're just gonna take the cab off this thing and run our open station. That's just like Grandpa had it. Dad used to run for Grandpa back in the day. It's kind of the plan there. Little itty bitty grain tank back there behind you with some cute little extensions on it. Yeah, just not a ton to see in here at all, because really there just isn't much to this combine. We can do some more looking here. It was sold in Lincoln, Nebraska, so it's traveled a little bit in its life, for sure. I think that's probably your fuel tank there. Yep, that's fuel, and it smells like old fuel, so that's lovely. But the sediment bowl is closed and clean, so maybe we, drain that. Need an air tire there. Look in the back end here. There's your walkers. Definitely did Milo last. Get some risers there. Just I mean, just a basic old combine. It's your muffler. Glass in the cabs broke there. Don't really care. I assume there's a hydraulic tank on this thing somewhere, so we're probably gonna have to find that at some point in time. Who knows where that's at? But for now, we're gonna get a jack out, get the feeder house up, and evaluate from there. I don't know if you guys saw it there, but a snake came slithering out from underneath the head over here and went in the ground back over here by the tire. Not a rattlesnake, thankfully, but still enough to scare the hell out of a guy. Yeah, only thing to do here, yank battery out. There's no latch for this header to lock it up that I see, which is not inspiring at all, as you could probably imagine. But you know, safety wasn't a big deal back then. You wonder why so many farmers got killed. But I got blocks underneath it, so we should be all right. Yeah, I need to get the battery out and throw my battery in it, crank it over, and figure out if we have spark. So get a 1/2 inch wrench out, loosen that battery up. That's a newer battery, so maybe it hasn't been that long since it ran, but obviously it's been a long time since it's been in the field. So who knows? Maybe they couldn't make it run and just put a battery in it. I do not know. Huh, kind of interesting. But yeah, that's a newer Orscheln's battery from Phillipsburg. So maybe they had it in the field not that long ago. I don't know. Interesting. We're gonna get that battery out though. Well, there's your next clue. 10, 14, and 11. So yeah, 14 years, almost 14 years since it ran. I'm gonna throw that battery on there. It's a 12 volt. It'll be fine. And see if this thing cranks. And see if we got spark. I'm wondering if I can short the starter. Yeah, I can probably figure out how to short the start. Well, I don't know if we can short the starter from here. Yeah, that's solenoid over there. I have to reach in a ways, but I'd sure like to be able to short across the starter so I can see if I got spark here at the cap and rotor. And then probably better check oil, wherever the heck that dipstick is. Huh. I'll do some more looking here. Okay, I did check and make sure the motor was loose when I came and previewed this combine. Battery's in it, so we can crawl up in here and see if it'll crank. Let's hope it does. See if we build any oil pressure too. That sounds like I got a loose battery cable. Or a corroded battery cable. Yep. Let's see about tighten these up. I'm betting it's that guy right there, but I'll try to tighten these up a little bit. See if that helps any. I can hope, right? Yeah, we got power. There's juice here. Okay, try again. Oh shoot, it's in gear. Okay. Huh. of gear. Just seeing if oil pressure would come up. Not currently. Making encouraging sounds though. I guess. Let's go see if we got spark. I'm gonna try to set you guys up right there. You watch. We'll come back and see if you got spark. Let's hope. It'd make my life a lot easier. Pretty sure I could hear spark from the cab. So I'm gonna stop this and replay it and we'll see. Okay, since we know we got spark, we're gonna walk back here to the fuel tank. And I don't know, maybe we undo this line and open the valve there and see what comes out. If it's nasty, we'll let it sit here and drain for a while, or go get the stuffed air up tires on this thing. Let that drain out. We'll see about getting some fuel in it. Looks like right up there is my hydraulic reservoir, maybe. Really easily placed to get to, as you can tell, like everything else on this thing. But that's kind of been the trend, hasn't it? Yeah. Somebody obviously cared about this thing because they kept it inside all those years. Okay, that's loose. Take the fuel line off. See what comes out here. It'd be really nice if just like nothing came out like that. That's perfect, actually. That makes me really happy. Let's close it back up and I'll put some fuel in it now. Okay, I dumped a couple gallons in it. We'll turn this on. Ooh, she's a little nasty, but not bad at all, really. Okay, good clean fuel coming out. Nice. And if I really was ambitious, I'd crawl underneath the combine and open the feed into the carburetor so there's no air in it, but I'm not ambitious. And there's a snake underneath this thing earlier, and I don't really care to meet him. So, yeah, I mean, definitely fuel flowing down right there by the looks of it. So, yeah, let's just crawl up in the cab, pull the choke, and say a prayer, right? I mean, why not? Oh boy. It's alive. It wants a little choke though. Don't have enough hands. It's idling. Wow. Sounds good. Idler. I don't know what is idle and what is not on this. Okay, so we had it idled up there. That's fine. Let's see if I can get the header to lift. We got some oil pressure. It's bouncing around. It's good enough. Header up. Hey! Awesome. Okay, that helps a lot. Oil pressure is bouncing from like 10 to 30. I don't know what that's about, but I'm gonna shut it off for a minute because it's alive, which is amazing. I'm gonna get my air compressor air up tires on the back end because those are low back here, and then we'll try to move this thing up out of here. Man, it started up nice and it sounded good. Heck yeah. This thing might actually cut some milo this fall. Wouldn't that be a deal? Yeah, get tires aired up, we'll fire it back up and try to move it. All right, tires are all aired up. We're gonna see if we can make a hard right here. Pulled up kind of on the flat up there. And hopefully it just fires right back up again for me. That would be cool. Trying to miss this stuff here that's on the ground. And yeah, let's try it. Right to life. All right, that should be first gear there. Okay, more throttle. Do this different. We're gonna back up a little bit. Maybe. Oh wait, I got it in the wrong gear. Duh. Okay, now we're gonna go. Steers pretty easy. Moves pretty good there. Clutch is a little jumpy, but we're moving. What a deal. What a deal. I'm gonna park it up here kind of on top of the hill where I can see and get to it better. I actually got my pickup stuck over there loading out the other tractor we got here, which we'll show you that when we get home. It's not for me. It's actually, well, I bought it, but I'm trading it, if that makes sense. And we can explain that when we get home. I actually got my pickup sunk in a hole. It was wet here the day I came to get the other tractor, and it weighed all of like 12,000 pounds probably. So, okay, separator's in here. It's doing the thing. Quiet, so quiet. I'm gonna straighten out the guards a little bit. But it sounds so good. This thing's definitely cut milo this year. Even if it's just a little bit right at the yard. What a deal. So wind her up tight. So quiet. What a deal. I love stuff like this when it just works out. What a combine. It looks so good without that tab on there too. Exciting stuff. Well, it's over there. I shut it off. You see my spare parts, I guess, a couple spreaders, bunch of pulleys, I'm sure for different speeds, some bearing, flanges by the looks of it, Massey stuff. I don't know why I have a green piece in there. Feeder house chain. Yeah, I'm gonna grab my big block there and load it still. But we're up over here. We can go home and get, well, I gotta unload the 1206 from Rantoul. Still haven't done that yet. That video will be coming out soon, hopefully, all the Rantoul stuff. But this guy should just drive right up on a trailer. Obviously, we'll probably need a little guidance from somebody. But I should probably drive it around a little bit more and see how my brakes are. And a few things like that. Test out the variable speed drive. Because we're just going to want to creep this sucker up on the trailer. And then throw flags on each point. And head for home. Not like we're massively wide or anything like that. I do love the Heston written on the bats of the reel. That is quite cool. Evidently Heston was making reels for these guys. I mean, probably because they weren't selling them with fingers, and guys in Western Kansas cutting wheat and milo wanted bat reels. I mean, Dad hates finger reels, so I kind of get it. But we're gonna start this thing, drive it around for a minute. I'm gonna shut the fuel off, let it run itself out, and then we'll go home. I can see I'm gonna need a belt there, I would say. I'm gonna have to look the belts over on this thing for sure. Very cool. Okay, I drove it close to the road so we can get it out of here. Maybe Dad and I'll come get it this afternoon. If it doesn't get any wetter out here. I'd sure like to get this home and done and out of here. Honestly, just one less thing, one less outlier. But it's moved. We're gonna go home now, I guess. I don't know. Sheesh, that was unexpectedly easier than I thought it was gonna be. Just another one of those wonderful deals, I guess. I don't know. Kind of wild, but fun. This is gonna be cool to see cut milo though. Well, I'm back home now, and I've been working on some other stuff, getting a little dirty. But we're actually stripping the cab and loader off this 1066. I'm already done. I was able to tip it off just like my 1468, just off the back end. I'll put video of it here. But yeah, it's ready to go to Missouri. It is sold. So we got to put a set of dual hubs with it and a front 12-hole weight bracket. Shouldn't be any big deal, but it's ready to leave. I think I sold it for $7,500 as it is. Sitting now. Should have charged extra to remove the cab and loader. It always gives me hell about taking cabs and loaders off, and then yeah, that guy wanted it that way. So that's how it got done. But we're going to show you the other tractor that we bought, or I bought the tractor. Dad bought that Massey 82 combine that we're over by Agra. Tractor's really nothing special, just pretty nice and good appearing. And I'm actually using it to trade tractor Mike for that D100 we were down there working on a little bit ago. But there she is. First things first, it is a propane. But yeah, case 930 LP. I think it's a 1966 model. Good rubber all the way around. Motor's loose. Some of the stuff on the propane system needs sealed back up. It's leaking propane out of it, but pretty good appearing. Only real bad part's the grill screen right there where it's been sliced from something. But motor's loose, really good appearing. Fenders aren't perfect, but they're sure not bad. But they had it running in the videos there, but they said it was leaking propane. And so it doesn't currently run, but I would bet it would run pretty easy. And Mike loves these propane things, so it's right up his alley. So he should be well satisfied with this. Well, I know he's well satisfied with it. And it works out good for the both of us. No money changing hands. Keeps everybody happy. But that's the gist of that. just a 66 Comfort King standard LP. Nice tractor. But yeah, we just got done knocking that cab off. That combine runs. Now I just need to knock the 1206 down off the trailer and the Viking off the trailer from Half Century of Progress, and head back over to Agra, maybe let it dry out a little bit because it's a little damp around, and get those guys, or that combine, and the parts home.
Are you gonna steer it, or?
Yeah, I'll kind of call it.
That's my way. It's because it's trying to come up over the hump. Damn it. Damn it.
Doing that. Don't do too much steering wheel input, that's for
None. Right now. If anything, Tyler, if anything, turn it so it goes that way.
It is, so.
And it is steering that way right now. Nope, your damn wheel's turning on you.
Which way?
Keep turning the other way.
This way?
Nope, the other way. Keep going. Keep going. There. Now you're just about all on the trailer.
Okay.
Okay, now stop a second, straighten your wheels. A little more, there. Your idea of using the clutch is good.
Yeah.
Okay, now Tyler, stop, turn your wheels. Keep going, turn a little more. Yep, right there. You're down, aren't you?
Not quite.
Not quite. Okay, oh, wait. Okay, now then, Tyler, straighten your wheels. Right there, straight, pretty close.
It's on. That was a little fun. We're hanging off a little bit on this side here. Get the auger hung back, 4 chains on it. We're not heavy at all. Combine only weighs like 8,000 pounds. Don't know what the deal was. Right brake is kind of hanging up a little bit, made it a little bit interesting to get on. And the head definitely is wider or stuck out further off the right hand side of the combine than the left, if you look at it, which is to my advantage on this deal. Just something to notice. But it's up on here. We're gonna gently go home now at very little speed, I would say. We made it home entirely unscathed. Nothing interesting to report in the slightest. It's a nice, gentle cruise home. Really, it was all that was. Threw the auger up just for looks here. Did the toolbox here under the seat came open, and there's lots of, you know, switcher suite box full of parts, and just plenty of other pieces and parts in there. What is this? Brake fluid. Oh, good. That explains why this thing has no brakes currently. Engine oil. Got your oil can spout there. That's probably a set of points. Sounds like points. Must be points. Those will be fun to change if you ever have to. Some tools and stuff like that came with the combine. Sickle sections. Grease or oil can. Just plenty of good stuff, but came home nicely. It starts up and runs awesome, really, for what it is. Still want to take the cab off. I know, the horror, but she's here. We're gonna try to use it. I might take the extensions off of it just because it'll make it lower profile. Cute little combine. Really glad it's as together as it is and runs good. Makes me quite happy that it runs well. Do notice the sediment bolts getting some junk in it, but I mean, the more you put through it, the more it's going to clean itself out. Need to crawl up here and shut these lids. I flipped them back before we even left, that way they didn't just bash themselves open. Seemed like the smartest thing to do. Yeah, cool little combine. Just like my great grandpa used to run. Dad has lots of memories running a little Massey 82 with a 12-foot head. Grandpa had a 53 Ford grain truck to go with it at the time, and you just load her level full when you did it. They just dump and they'd scoop the truck completely out level, then come to town. They thought it blew out less done that way, but yeah, all here. Gonna have to obviously service it, grease it, stuff like that, but I don't see a reason this thing can't cut a little Milo this fall, and I'm truthfully really looking forward to that. So with that, thanks for tuning in once again, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget, we're kind of doing channel memberships now, $5 a month for the Hams Beer Club. Helps fund projects, beer, parts, diesel, oil, whatever. You get the gist. But you guys have a good one. I'm on all the social medias as @TMontyIH. My website is territorialtrading.com. If you need IH salvage tractor parts, get a hold of me. Have plenty in stock. But with that, go drag something out of the weeds just like this and get it running.